going on, everybody? I'm Cole, aka Trans Spirit Indigo, a soul having a human experience that happens to be transgender. How are y'all doing? If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit that button, hit the like button on this video, and if you have anything to comment, please drop it below. I'd love to talk to you. So, today's topic, embracing the body that you are in, and this is wrapped up in spirituality. This is wrapped up in being transgender, gender dysphoria. This is something as a trans person that I am still working on. This is not something I feel that I have completely mastered, but I have definitely come a long way with it. So I wanted to share with you in hopes that maybe it can help you feel some comfort as to any gender dysphoria that you're feeling, and also on the spiritual journey. You know, it's not just transgender people that experience discomfort with their own body. I think everybody at certain times have body image issues in their life. Maybe not everyone, but most of us do. Y'all, I had to stop the video for a minute and turn the AC on. I wanted to do a quick video in the car. I had an idea, and it's just too hot to not have this blasting. See, it's pretty, that's at full blast. Oh, it's so nice, cold air. Anyway. Embracing my body has been a very difficult process. I have experienced lots of gender dysphoria over the years. Currently, I have been thinking heavily about top surgery. It's not on the top of my priority list right now, especially just with everything going on right now in the world. It's, you know, like voluntarily going to a hospital right now with the pandemic, it just doesn't sound like a very good idea anyway, for me. I mean, if it's like a life or death thing and you're like, I have to have this surgery, by all means. But for me, I'm just like, well, I've waited this long. I've realized I was trans in 2004 and what that meant, that I'd felt my whole life. So I've already come this long, but I think about that a lot. I'm not very comfortable with my breasts. Like I'll share that with you. It's a very real thing, and it's something I try to ignore, but then I think, okay, if I'm not comfortable with a part of my body, that's a lack of self-love. So, you know, there are times where I'm looking in the mirror and I'm just looking at myself, and as a trans person, it's just like, whose body is this? This body doesn't match how I feel, but this is my body, and I want to love myself for who I am. And thankfully, this day and age, I have the choice to make those changes. So that also helps, I'm not gonna lie. Like, knowing that testosterone exists, like T-shots, I mean, we know it exists, but you know what I mean. T-shots, hormone replacement, estrogen, you know, it's not just trans men, trans women. Knowing that the transition process exists for trans people does make me feel a lot better about being classified as non-binary right now, living in the body that I was born in but not identifying with it. But you know, it's on a spiritual level, I just feel like as long as I'm in this body, it's really important for me to learn to love it, no matter how weird it might feel to me. Sorry about the camera moving around. I forgot to bring my little gorilla pod guy. It's important to love the body that we're in and accept where we're at, no matter where we're at. You know, because it's best for us to accept the now moment in life. Because when we dwell on the past, or we're thinking of the future, like meaning, oh, my life will be good when I have that job, or when I'm with my dream partner, or when I'm finished with school, then everything will be fine. When you have that mentality, you're just never going to be happy. Because you have to be happy in the present moment. Otherwise, you're always chasing something outside of yourself when everything is within. I think that's one of the big secrets in life that I didn't understand till later, is that like everything is within. We have so much more power than we ever were taught, than most of us know. And I think a lot of us, such as myself, we're still learning. And I think I'll always be learning. But to embrace my body now the way it is one of the best things I can do for myself, not only as a trans guy, but as a human being. as a human being. I'm overweight right now. I've been overweight for a while. And I'm one of those people that I've been like 100 pounds overweight, and I've been like 50 pounds underweight. So I've been all across the spectrum, and currently I'm not the happiest with my body. But what I notice is when I say things like, even in the mirror, and I say, oh, I love you. I look at myself and it's hard. But we got to think about, why is that hard? You look at yourself and you say, I love you. You're doing a great job. That self-talk, that positive talk, you might think, oh, that sounds crazy. You're talking to yourself. Let me tell you, I guarantee 99% of all these super successful people out in the world are practicing self-love like that. Because you can't be successful if you don't love yourself. I mean, maybe you could for a short while, but in my opinion, it's going to collapse. Like if you sell your soul for money or a job or some kind of, if you don't truly love yourself, it's going to catch up with you. Whether it's drugs or whatever it is, getting into a really unloving situation. But anyway, I'll wrap this up. So the most important thing I wouldn't say the most important thing, but one of the most important things that has helped me as a human, as a spirit having a human experience, as a trans person as well, is learning to embrace my body. And you can do that with the self-loving talk. And if it feels too weird to say it out loud, look in the mirror and just say it to yourself every now and then. And if it's hard, if it's difficult for you, it might mean that you really need it. It might mean that you need it even more. And that's okay. I mean, I love you. I'm sending that love out to you. You're amazing. You're an amazing soul having a human experience. So let's all be easier on ourselves. I know I need to be. And I'm going to do just that. Y'all have a fantastic one, and we will see you next time. And when I mean we, I guess I just mean me. I'll see you next time. Right on, y'all.